Hello, good morning. Another workout session today, and I said uh, it's time for me to blab. uh, and today I'll be looking at what you need and what you want. A lot of times we've heard people try to define, wants and needs, and sometimes they get all confusing, and you really don't know which is which. I'll try to put this in perspective so that we can better understand it, and more so now that Nigeria is in recession and so many things we'll still keep doing that we shouldn't be doing. So now, first thing first, I'm also a corporate. I just only recently started getting out of that mix, even though for a long time I've never followed the bandwagon of those people who talk about clothing for festivals. In this part of Nigeria, Lagos or southwest of Nigeria, they call it ashwebi. Clothing that people wear is more or less like a uniform to identify the family, to identify the celebrant, to identify which side you are on that, celebration. But quite frankly, over the years, even while I was still on my radio, show, my radio station, working then as a radio anchor, I always tell them I don't buy such. Because I realize that you just only put it on once, and usually it's a one-off thing, and after that you can't put it on again. Even if it's of high quality, you still don't need it. So it's best that we start getting ourselves all out of that mix. That's one of the reasons why when I got married, myself and my wife, we decided not to have that ashwebi. Well, even though friends decided to do that on their own, but we said it was a no. So stay off all of that. Cut down, because these are some of the things you don't want. And a lot of times I call that show-offism. People want to show off. You want to belong to a class. A lot of people haven't been able to pay their children's fees in school. They still would try and manage to get the money to buy clothing for parties. It's something I've come to realize happens here in Lagos and other parts of the country. Mothers and some other people who go out of their way to please friends and neighbors because you just want to belong, at the detriment of your own comfort and your own needs and that of your children or family. Open that wardrobe of yours, and check. You just realize that there are some clothing or shoes that you love the most. You put them on almost on a daily basis, almost on a weekly basis, year in, year out, until you lose them. And you have so many others you don't get to put on. I met a very big man, if you know what I mean. Big man, very, very big man. And he said to me, Sulai, have you seen an average European who's not that, flashy and loud? What he or she does is you have at least a color each, maybe a brown, a black, and a couple of other ones. And there are ways you can actually juggle them, and it looks very beautiful and very nice. We should be asking ourselves when people come, they knock on your door or they approach you, if it's something that you don't really want, stay out of it, especially now. If you don't need it, you don't want it. If you don't want it, you don't need it. The Nigerian out there, careful not to use the word ordinary Nigerian, because sometimes who is the ordinary Nigerian and who is not the ordinary Nigerian? We're all Nigerians. But the Nigerian out there who really knows how it feels like to be a Nigerian, they should understand a bit of this. Don't ever try to please anyone. Don't ever try to please that man, especially the big guys. The poor man, I've come to realize, wants to go the extra mile to please the big guy. And the big guy also doesn't give two hoots whether you're there pleasing him or not. So take care of yourself, be happy, know your wants and know your needs. And I think yourself and your family must come first. And whatever you do at this point in time will help you get by and get on. This is wishing you a blessed day, a fantastic day ahead, and try as much as possible to work out. If you can't do it daily, do it maybe weekly. Your body needs some push. A good body gives you a better mental energy to really focus and be a better person. I hope I make some points. Blabbing.